Ian Roper in the Lederhosen.
I could see you wearing that.
Well, in years past, going to Wurstfest, I had always said that I would like to wear Lederhosen because being named Vosterhage and fit right in, and my wife didn't really like that idea.
I could totally see you in that outfit. I can't see you in it, but I can see him.
It would be bad. Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren.
Prost!
Prost!
Nein! You know nothing!
All
right, yes,
what
of course we're going to have
Hogan's
some...
Heroes?
Yes.
Yes, Hogan's here. That's Clink. I don't know. He's on the ground.
Oh.
All right, we'll have some fun with Oktoberfest today, but of course today is the first day of fall.
First full day of
Full
fall.
day.
Fall has fell. And we want to know, have you ever taken a fall? Leslie, if you fell, what was the...
Oh, this is a long story.
Okay, actually, the first and only time I
Yeah.
went snow skiing, I fell on the slopes, had a concussion. They had to come and wrap my head and ski me down on that little...
She hasn't been the same since, guys.
Yeah, I knocked my nugget pretty hard that day. So yes, there's the answer.
Fall has failed. What about you, Mark? You ever fell somewhere?
Jumped out of a moving pickup once. That wasn't very fun.
That's right.
Why did you have to do that?
Well, just
What did you do
it
to
wasn't. It was going faster than I thought it was.
He thought he was MacGyver.
It's called college.
What about you, Mike?
Mike?
Well, I thoroughly embarrassed myself one time. I was interning at the ABC station in Detroit, and they would always bring in the college graduates, the valedictorians, and have a big deal. I was there, and we're in this breezeway. Here's the general manager. And I stood up at my chair. Little did I know the back leg of the chair went off the little step, and I rolled backwards through the bushes, popped right up, and...
First impressions matter.
Yeah.
That's why you work in San Antonio.
Yeah.
What about you two?
All right, well, I tripped down the steps at the Riverwalk about maybe 6 months ago, and I
Ouch.
sprained my ankle badly.
That's it. That's how she learned to swim. That was big. Floaty. I fell off the stage at Cowboys one night. They thought I was a little inebriated, and they kicked me out. I was...
Well, were you?
No, he's just clumsy like me.
Yeah, I just fell. It's
Yeah.
just one of those things.
It happens.
Totally
It's
normal.
sometimes gravity is really strong when you
Hey, real impressive beer steins, by the way, guys.
Thank you.
They match our Lederhosen. And what's this thing you're wearing? What's this called?
What is this
It's
called?
a dirt...
Drip. What is this called? A Durden?
Dundle.
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 It's a Dundle. All right. Yeah, we have Terry Corliss here, CEO of the Beer Garden. Oktoberfest is coming, and you guys are the only ones to celebrate it on the Riverwalk, and you got all sorts of festival food and all that, right?
Correct, yeah. I mean, Matt at the moment is preparing our signature Oktoberfest platter.
Oh, wow. So you've got what kind of sausage in there?
Well, 3 types of sausages here. You've got bratwurst, you've got knockwurst, and you've got Polish sausage.
Okay, and when you guys are the only ones on the Riverwalk, that's how did that come about?
Well, 4 or 5 years ago, we were looking at bringing a new concept to the Riverwalk, and we were amazed to find that nothing represented the German cultural heritage of South Texas. And so we studied, we visited Oktoberfest, which was a trial, and we went around various other places that were doing a good job of it, and finally 2 years ago we brought it to the Riverwalk.
Wow, the beer garden. We want to bring in Cheyenne and Joey. Come on in, ladies. Of course, this is another part of Oktoberfest when we celebrate on the Riverwalk. Tell us what kind of beers you serve.
Well, we've got a massive range of both German and craft beers.
Look at that.
We have a full range of Hofbrau beers. We're proud of this because Hofbrau is the state-owned brewery that actually was the seed that started Oktoberfest in 1850.
I'm about to enter the beer stein holding contest because you guys do that there too.
We
Tip
do
your
that.
servers.
Every weekend we have heats for it, and then we have the grand final over Oktoberfest weekends.
Okay, let's talk about these kraut balls because I've never heard of this. Sauerkraut, obviously, and brats go together.
Well, this is something we'd heard of, but we developed. The balls themselves are deep fried. They're made from ground pork, sauerkraut, cream cheese, and breadcrumbs and sea salt.
We're going to try one of these.
Yeah, try one of those.
Tell me about this sauce
We have a
here, too.
full selection of sauces. These are 2 German mustards, and then we've got a traditional German potato salad, and then obviously the sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. Now,
And then here we've got a beer cheese sauce for dipping.
yeah, it's
also.
queso, baby. We know about that. We're
Yeah, similar to that.
it's a little San Antonio twist on the beer garden.
Now, Oktoberfest is a celebration of the coming of October, correct?
Well, I mean, it originally was a celebration of a wedding of the Prince of Bavaria to his then-to-be bride. I mean, it's Oktoberfest because it coincides with the barley and the
Autumnal harvest, right?
Yeah. But I mean, originally it was triggered by the wedding.
Oh, okay.
You have to dry clean these lederhosen, don't you? Because, I mean, this is real Corinthian leather, isn't it?
You look so sharp. And they're and always with the snazzy socks.
Yeah, it's big payoff. But you don't have to dress like this to come to the party, right?
But you can,
You
right?
don't, but we have various props and add-ons that we can sell you or give you on the night.
Isn't our very own Ursula Perry going to tap the keg tonight?
Ursula very kindly did it for us last year, and we're very pleased that she's coming back again this year.
Yeah, she loves a big party. I think that happens tonight or coming up tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
right?
night,
Tomorrow
yeah.
night. It's
Yeah.
going to be great.
All right.
You want to blow this horn?
You want me to try? I don't think I can do it.
I think the Alp horn deserves a little Fiona attention. We cleaned all the yum out
Did
the
you
mouthpiece.
really?
So I thought, yeah, you go. Can you give it a whirl there? Call everybody to
Is there a
Oktoberfest.
proper way to do this?
Yeah, you just
Put your lips together and blow.
you buzz like a bee. There it is.
There you go. I
All right,
tooted my horn for
let's
you.
do it. Let's see if we can get 5 seconds out of it. Ready? Here it is. Here it is. Okay.
Did I make it?
Sure, you're all right. I'm not
I
sure
might
what
pass out. Do I win anything? Do I get the beer?
And Terry, Oktoberfest at the Beer Garden is going to be happening for 2 weekends.
2 weekends, Friday, Saturday and Sunday for the next 2 weekends. It will feature beer stein holding contests, Alp horn blowing contests, all sorts of fun and games and sing-alongs.
Very cool. Well, thanks for coming by. And ladies, thank you so much. And tip your server. And Fiona, you and I could get a part-time gig down
Oh,
in
yeah,
Riverwalk.
no, we could
So-
probably serve, yeah.
So
See how many
many
beers we can
more
hold.
cool things that you can find on the Riverwalk. I got to tell you, I like this.
Oh, yeah,
It feels really good.
Does it? Those
Yeah.
shorts look really good on you.
What can I say? Don't hate the player, hate the game, baby.
All right, well, Disney's The Little Mermaid is over at the Majestic
Yep.
through Sunday, and what an incredible show. Now, I got to go behind the scenes and get transformed into one of the characters.
One
Take a
of
look.
the favorites, yeah.
Okay, so we're here behind the scenes at the Majestic for Theater Under the Stars production of Disney's The Little Mermaid. Now, there are so many fun and elaborate costumes in this show, and one of the most elaborate is Ursula the Sea Witch, and I'm about to undergo that transformation. Here we go. Hi!
Welcome. Come on in.
Okay. What colors are we working with, Jeff?
Blue. We're with a light blue and sort of a darker blue, pink, green,
And mostly
purple, blue. You ready?
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Are you ready to see it? No.
That's just wicked!
Yeah.
That's crazy! Look at that! What? This is Jennifer Allen. She plays the real Ursula. I'm just pretending.
It looks like a younger version of Ursula. This is baby Ursula.
Baby. Oh, now that's sweet. You're supposed to be evil.
Yeah, well, I am an actress.
Wow. So show me how to do the Ursula scowl.
Okay, well, first I think starting with noises.
Noises,
And now, can you
okay.
cross your eyes and shake like you're having a tantrum? See, there, you're furious, anger. Lovely. Sort of. Pretty close.
That's why she's
Close
the
enough.
actress. Yeah. I know. In the rest of your costume is elaborate as well. I mean, you've got
Yes, there's tentacles, which are like pretty like stuffed animals almost, which the eels and myself work like with puppetry sort of, and to make the tentacles come alive and seem fluid in the water, and that's really fun. And the costume weighs about 50 pounds.
That's your workout. That's your cardio.
It is, yeah, super, yeah.
So once you're in, I mean, you need to have gone to the bathroom first.
Absolutely. Yes.
All that's not gonna come
Absolutely. The show has a lot of really special surprises that you won't find in the movie that are added to it.
Born of 7 little girls.
And you find out why Ursula is so evil. You find out her childhood, which was tragic. There's quite a few more pieces of music that are wonderful that have been added to this version. So you'll get that treat as well. That'll be quite different than if you know the movie. You'll get those songs and you'll get more.
All right, so if you want to catch Theater Under the Stars production of Disney's The Little Mermaid, it runs through Sunday, the 27th, here at the Majestic Theater. For tickets and information, just head to majesticempire.com. You poor unfortunate souls!
She's the star of the show.
She has such presence.
She is. She worked the audience like nobody's ever. I was there opening night. I took the two little girls that stay with me, Abby and Jackie, and they brought their two little girls. So we took all the dolls and everybody to see Sebastian and Ariel, and they did all such a great job at the Majestic Theater. So many great shows here, down on the Riverwalk and on Houston Street. The Little Mermaid continues all this week at the Majestic. It's hilarious, and the grown-ups like it too.
Oh yeah, no, it's a whole lot of fun.
All right, straight ahead on SA Live, you realize that this weekend is the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo's big barbecue cook-off? We're going to take you to Barbecue University, where you can ask those questions you've always wanted and tell you how to get in and what you're going to see. Some new things there this weekend.
And a new season of How to Get Away with Murder starts tonight. We have the inside scoop from the stars coming up.
And in Plugged In, tell us about your biggest fall. Where did it happen and what did you break?
The South Texas Sinus Institute is now the American Sinus Institute. Call 210-BALLOON.
Did you know that you can turn your car and your title into cash with TitleMax in as little as 30 minutes? Call 1-88-TitleMax or go to TitleMax.com now to find out how much you can get.
I got $1,000.
$3,000.
$2,500.
TitleMax turned my title into $10,000.
Call 1-88-TitleMax or go to TitleMax.com and find out how much cash you can get. And you'll say,
I got my title back with TitleMax.
Get your title back with TitleMax.
Another busy day at General Hospital. Look, everyone's busy, so you gotta take care of yourself so you don't miss any of life's special moments. If you want your own special moment, visit ghsetvisit.com to enter for a chance to win a trip and visit our set. Brought to you by Estellas.
Spokespersons for Jim Adler.
You get hurt in a car wreck, and now the problems keep piling up.
Take control of your problems. Get Jim Adler the hammer and smash them.
I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer. I hammer car wreck problems to smithereens. One of my clients was hit by a dump truck and shattered his leg. I got him $180,288.85 in his pocket. Call 531-0000. That's 531-0000.
Join the thousands of Texas drivers who have their auto insurance through AAA.
I didn't know how easy it was to just switch auto insurance.
The money that I saved by moving to AAA insurance went into my son's tuition fund.
After comparing a few other rates, it was clear that AAA was our best place to be.
As a AAA Texas member, you could save up to $386 a year. Compare that to State Farm, Allstate, or Farmers. You could save even more with AAA discounts.
We have the multi-car discount, the multi-policy discount.
We save quite a bit of money by keeping everything we can with AAA.
Best of all, get the service we're famous for and peace of mind.
When you walk in their office and they can call you by name, it's pretty nice.
The story of my savings is a very happy one with a very happy ending.
At AAA Texas, my job is to help you get more AAA out of your AAA card. And that starts with great savings on auto insurance.
Call 888-880-5471. AAA Texas. So easy, so smart, so switch.
You've been selected for a top secret mission. Go undercover and explore over 200 secret artifacts of real spy gear, never before seen by the public. Don't miss Spy, the exhibit, now open at the shops at River Center Mall. For tickets, visit spytx.com.
Todo el rebaño, el clan completo. Machuca, chinuca, maluca, peruca, barruca, farruca. La paca, la cuca, la quica, la gruesa, la obesa, la flaca, la ronda, la seca, la mozuca del embeleco. La chula, la pitra, la carilinda, la currutaca. Primero que todo, mujer, mujer, otra mitad primero. Lo mejor, mujer, lo mejor es su flor. Flor de mujeres, saber.
Some of our local stars are preparing to lace up their dancing shoes and shake their groove thing. Family Endeavors Dancing with the Stars San Antonio is this Saturday. For more information on how to get involved with the Family Endeavors Dancing with the Stars San Antonio project, just go online to familyendeavors.org or sa-dtws.org. San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off is this weekend. It is a mini rodeo party, just a taste of what happens every February here in San Antonio, something we're very proud of, very famous for, and it is the large indoor rodeo of the year. And part of what makes it so great is all the fun, the food, and the folks. And Brian West is the head man at Smoke, and he's look at this, owner and executive chef.
It's gonna get the title's getting longer and longer.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put Esquire on here and put your web address on there. You've been doing something really cool this weekend because you have over 200 teams that'll be competing for the title of champion barbecue.
Correct.
In different categories. We're talking chicken, we're talking brisket, we're talking sides,
all the way down to desserts.
But the rodeo this year has decided to put on a barbecue university.
They have.
And you're the man in charge.
I am the man in charge of it. So with my background with barbecue and my educational background over at the CIA, they felt that I'd be the best man for the job, and I happen to agree.
What are you going to learn?
You're going to learn the gold standard of brisket, primarily. We're going to talk about all the way from selecting the beef, prepping the meat. We'll even talk about sauces and garnishes. You know, a lot of times when we're in the backyard and we're cooking, the man's out there claiming all the claim to fame, and the ladies are back there making all the sauces, the garnishes, the rubs. They're prepping the meat, and the guy gets all the credit. So we're going to teach everyone how to do everything.
It's the best way to cut brisket.
Okay, so you're going to do a couple of things.
You just took the knife.
I'm sorry. It's the chef in me.
I thought you were going to teach me.
I am. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you.
There it is.
See right there? That's the fat line. See how just beautiful that's coming in?
You can feel it. You can feel it? Okay, so we're just going to take it across.
We're going to take it all the way down and just barely, don't put too much pressure. Let's see that blade pop out over here so we know we're getting all the gate. Keep going. And let the brisket tell you what to do. There you go. Beautiful. And as you can see, I like to cook my briskets really, really dark. Look at that.
Yeah, man.
That is the gold standard right there. So let me push this around a little bit. Now you see that grain right there?
Yeah.
You're going to want to cut with the grain, if I might. Just take this here just a bit.
What cut of meat is this?
This is a brisket. Okay?
It is termed a brisket.
Exactly.
And what part of the cow is it?
That would be considered the peck, I guess, of the cow.
Okay.
Okay. It holds 60% of the meat, so it's going to be highly worked. A lot of fat, intramuscular fat. So that's why when we cook it for as long as we do, it gets really, really tender and delicious.
A lot of people may not have known that. But so how long did you cook this?
This one is a 12-hour cook.
Okay.
A 12-hour cook.
And what did you do to it beforehand?
We prepped it we allowed it to come up to room temperature is a really important step. We rub it very heavily. I like to create a really dark crust on my brisket so that whenever you slice it, you get some nice contrast on the meat and what it looks like inside. I also don't trim very much fat off of mine. I like to keep my briskets kind of fatty, so therefore we can really enjoy what I call the candy of the brisket, which again is going to be the fat on that one. So.
What are the judges going to be looking for when they go to like a barbecue cook-off?
Right. They're going to be looking for tenderness, doneness, not overcooked. And if you want to jump in there, by all means.
Oh, I'm going to jump
amazing.
in there. Because now we need sauce. Okay, this is where this is headed next. I know there's been a lot of folks that enjoy the brisket and the food. We have one of our favorite teams, Whack 'em and Stack 'em. They're out there, and of course our guys are working hard. I know that they spend hours upon hours preparing, and of course laying things out for the judges and making preparations. And let's talk about how you can dress these up with some of these delicious sauces. You prepared all these. And a lot of people think this is the secret.
Well, yeah, and some people say no sauce or sauce, you know, in Texas. I say yes to both.
I like it.
Sauce is basically there to reset your palate. Basically, your brain, as you're eating something, will turn down the volume switch, basically, on your taste buds. As you're eating, you'll get bored with the food. So the sauce is going to allow you to kind of re-spark that back up. And I've created a little tasting palette here for you to enjoy with. We've got some of our hogwash here, some of our Colonel Mustard sauce here.
Hogwash, and he was from the movie, from the game Clue, right?
Exactly.
That's him.
Colonel Mustard, yeah.
Colonel Mustard.
So just swipe in there. Either one of these is my classic Texas sauce. This is my filthy sauce over here that I named after my son, Philip. It's got kind of an Asian twist to it.
That's all real good, man.
Yeah, all so again, it's going back and forth from the real fatty brisket and then being able to enjoy some of the sauce to kind of reset that palate.
Now, we've got some other things you're going to see at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off this weekend, but we want folks to know about Barbecue University because you're there several times conducting class, doing demos.
Correct. We're gonna, like I said, we're going to be teaching about 7 classes. We're going to run through the entire process of brisket from selecting all the way again to garnishing it and trying to achieve the gold standard in brisket, which is going to be crucial. I'll be teaching 4 of those classes, and then we brought some other expert, a butcher, to show you how to carve it correctly, all of that stuff. So how to get those beautiful smoke rings on there. You can see right here that happens, and some of the science behind it as well.
What is your favorite side to have with brisket?
I've got to say I'm a huge coleslaw guy.
There you go.
The richness of the meat really lends itself out for something kind of acidic, and I like a nice coleslaw.
Coleslaw, something sweet.
Something sweet
to go with it.
Absolutely.
Very
Absolutely.
good. All right, thank you, Chef Brian West. We'll find you at Smoke, and we'll see you at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off. He's the professor. I guess we'll call you Dr. West.
Dr. West, I like it. Another thing for the coat.
He's all up in it. All right, check out the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off and Festival Friday, Saturday, Freeman Coliseum. You know where it is. That's where we party every February, 225-5851. Or you can go to the Southwest box office at the AT&T Center to grab your tickets, sarodeo.com/BBQ. For more information, coming up, we'll impress your friends with some card tricks. We'll show you how with a professional dealer. This is part of the Professional Women's Expo happening this weekend.
This month, lace up to battle brain cancer. Saturday morning, September 26th, the Head for the Cure 5K will begin at the KSAT 12 studios in honor of our late news director, Jim Boyle. You can take your first step by signing up online, then bring the family and run or walk to raise awareness and funding for this important cause. Honor those we've lost and those fighting brain cancer on September 26th.
KSAT Community, in partnership with Corner Store, Security Service Federal Credit Union, and University Health System.
Public notice, Saturday, October 3rd is your only opportunity to own Intercoastal Waterway access properties for as low as $29,900. You can now own the best coastal property in Texas for as low as $269 per month. Amenities are 100% complete with a clubhouse, lagoon-style pool, access to a sandy beach, tennis courts, and much more. Limited availability. First come, first selection. Call 844-GULF-LOT right now for more information. Call now.
At Brident, patients are coming in for 2 new incredible offers. No money down on braces and a free exam and x-rays. But these offers won't last long, so hurry in. And as always, we also offer 0% interest payment plans. Don't wait any longer. Act now. No money down on braces and a free exam and x-rays. Call Brident at 877-SMILE-70 and take advantage of these great offers.
Join the millions who have already switched.
We switched.
And now we're streaming Netflix. Who knew Time Warner Cable's internet was so fast?
Mom switched, and now we can watch our favorite shows together on demand.
I switched, so I can connect to the internet just about anywhere with my free TWC Wi-Fi hotspots.
Join the millions who switched to Time Warner Cable. For $89.99 a month, you'll get 30 meg internet and hundreds of HD channels. You'll also get unlimited calling across the U.S. and 34 other countries around the world. Call 1-800-956-4531.
I switched. Now I have a free app that lets me watch TV whenever I have the time.
For $89.99 a month, you'll get TV, internet, and phone. And if you call now, there's no risk, no contract, no catch, no kidding.
I switched to Time Warner Cable and knew exactly when they were coming, thanks to their 1-hour appointment window.
No wonder so many people have switched. Call now and get free installation, TV equipment, and Epics included. Call 1-800-956-4531.
There's no better time to play and stay in Corpus Christi. Save up to 20% on hotels Sunday through Thursday. Corpus Christi, Mustang and Padre Island. Memories made here.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, San Antonio's Ultimate Women's Expo is happening this weekend, and they seriously have everything. Holiday gift ideas, family fun, career advice, and keynote speakers Melissa Gilbert, Nancy Grace, and Mario Lopez will be there too. Now, one of the fun exhibits is all about casino fun, and here with me is Rob Stevens from Casino Fun. Show us all the tricks of the trade. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about blackjack, since that's
Okay.
what we've got in front of us,
Okay.
right here. What are some common mistakes people have when they approach a blackjack table and they start to play for the first time?
Okay, so if they're a beginner,
Yeah.
one of the first things you need
Rookie.
to know
Neon green.
exactly is that you're not playing against the whole table. You're only playing against the dealer. A lot of people walk up and they get intimidated because the table is full. They're like, I can't beat all those people, but you're only playing against the dealer.
Right.
So you got to remember that.
Okay.
The other thing that you want to remember is when do you hit, when do you not hit, and when can the dealer hit? Well, you know the point of the game is to get to 21,
Okay.
right? But there's that magic cutoff, 16, 17. You're like, okay, I'm getting a little close. I don't know what to do because you can't go over. Well, always remember that the dealer has to hit at 16 and has to stay at 17. He can't make
No
his
matter
own
what.
choices, no matter what.
He's
He
not
can't make
making
his
decisions. You can't
Right.
read him.
Exactly. So that gives you a little bit of flexibility because you could or couldn't. Just depends on what you've seen before. Of course, we're not counting cards or anything, right? Right?
No, of course not. Besides, in Vegas, it's impossible. They use like six
decks, yeah, you
or
can't
something.
keep up with all that.
No, you can't. Okay, so my question is, when the object is, of course, to get to 21, but when do you split?
Split, double down, those are tough
Yes,
ones.
those, yeah.
All right. So let's say, for example, we dealt a couple of cards out here, and one guy has a couple of kings.
Oh, I'm staying.
You're going to stay there?
Yeah, that's
You don't
a
want to
20.
split that?
No.
Oh, good choice.
Yes.
Because you're already at 20. Why would you want to split that and mess it up?
No
You're
way,
one away
I'm
from
so
21.
close. Right.
But that's a tough call. 16. Do you hit? Do you not hit? You're only 5 away. You're not quite sure what to do. So you split them up. That gives you a little bit better chance. Now, yes, you have to put down the same amount of money, but now you have a 50-50 chance of doing something well.
Right.
So that's on the split.
Okay, now you guys are going to be, of course, at the Women's Expo. What else are you guys going to have there for folks?
So we'll have blackjack, we'll have a craps table, we'll have a roulette table, and all of those games while they're there are a great place to learn. For those people that get to Vegas and they're like, I don't know, that's a lot of noise and a lot of lights for me. It's great because in this environment, you can actually learn how to play. The dealers are patient and they will educate you on how to play the games.
Okay, so when you're learning there, are you allowed to drink?
Well, if
I
they have,
get braver.
oh, well, yeah, if they have drinks there, then all means, go right ahead. You can drink because, you know, that just made you spend more money, right?
Okay, all right, so let's see what happens. What is this? Is this like
All right.
1,000 here? Hold on. I'm going to 10, 10. Oh, those are little ones. Where's the big ones? 500. Okay, this all adds up to 1,000. You know what? I'm going to bet
You're
it
going to
all.
put 1,000 in.
Heck yeah,
all
go
right.
big or
You
go
put
home.
$1,000 down
All right,
and
what's
see
gonna
how well
happen?
you do.
I guess the dealer. Oh, well, that's a good start.
Look at
What?
that. Boom, we got a blackjack
What?
right off the
Blackjack
bat.
already? That never happens to me in Vegas.
Well, we're a little easier.
Okay, so why are you excited to be participating in the event this weekend?
Well, you know, it's the Women's Expo, and it's all about empowering women. I myself have 2 daughters that are in college, and I have always told them to be themselves, be what they want to be, don't rely on anybody else, and I'm all for that.
All right, let's get the information up on the screen. The San Antonio Ultimate Women's Expo is this Saturday and Sunday at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. For more information, visit womensexposa.com. And of course, for more information on Casino Fun, their website is casinofuninc.net. Coming up, How to Get Away with Murder is back tonight with an all-new season of thrills and suspense. We'll talk with the stars and get you the inside scoop.
Looking to grow your business? Go to ksat.com. Click on the Be on SA Live button and submit. Quick, simple, and easy with SA Live.
Dentures and Dental Services can give you a beautiful, confident smile.
Full replacement dentures starting at $395 per set with warranty.
Dentures and Dental Services. Love your smile.
We have a proven history of success.
Absolutely. We've built a law firm that you can trust. My name is Javier Villarreal.
I'm Alex Begum, and we're personal injury attorneys serving the good people of Texas.
When you lose a family member in an accident, that is the hardest part of our job. Our hearts go out to each and every one of our clients.
You need an attorney that you can trust. You deserve justice. You deserve compensation.
We're Villarreal and Begum.
We fight for you.
Villarreal and Begum. Call 777-HURT and don't settle for less.
The Stewarts are looking to make over their master bedroom.
So what do you want to do in here? I just want it to feel like a luxurious retreat. Bold fabrics and fresh design create a bedroom that is simply chic.
With the HGTV Home Design Studio at Bassett, we'll create an indulgent oasis that fits the Stewarts' creative personality. What do you think?
I love it. I'm feeling the retreat coming through.
It's absolutely fabulous. It's beautiful. It's a dream come true.
It's perfect.
Are you ready for your big reveal?
Get store-wide savings plus special financing during Bassett's anniversary sale.
That's me. Hi!
Yes! Can't stop it.
Oh, your mom liked my post.
You're friends with my mother?
Oh.
Another episode?
Definitely.
We all use it differently, so why should we get it all the same way? Call Time Warner Cable to get the internet speed you need.
Are you guys texting each other?
For the right price.
Yeah.
From $14.99 everyday low price internet to 50 meg internet, we have you covered. Even with Wi-Fi at home and on the go. Plans start at $14.99 per month. Call 1-855-1TWC to switch today. Time Warner Cable.
Pick up that pace and head over to the final days of the Ancira Witten Chevrolet Hail Sale. Just 228 left. New Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs with all their little hail dings repaired. That means thousands in extra savings passed on to you. And when you buy from Ancira, you'll get a free family membership to your San Antonio Zoo. The Hail Sale ends soon, and they're going fast. Only at Ancira Witten Chevrolet, right outside Loop 410 on Pantera Road.
Dentures and Dental Services can give you a beautiful, confident smile.
Full replacement dentures starting at $395 per set with warranty.
Dentures and Dental Services. Love your smile.
The second season of How to Get Away with Murder premieres tonight, and with so many cliffhangers and answers needed, stars of the cast Jack Falahy, Asia Naomi King, and Matt McCory join us to fill us in. Hey there. Hey. All right, before we start, we got to say a huge congratulations to Viola Davis, who just made Emmy history, being awarded the Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series for her portrayal of Professor Annalise Keating. How amazing is that?
Oh, absolutely incredible. Historic.
Cool. Yeah. What's it like working with her?
Literally historic.
I mean, she's so wonderful. Like, I know when I first met her, I was a little terrified because it's Viola Davis, but gosh, like, she's just so great, and she's always made me feel so, I mean, I think all of us, so comfortable when we're on set with her, and it's great because we all have this room to play. And yeah, you know, and especially on a show like this where the stakes are so high, you need to be able to, like, take different chances and make different choices.
And I did remember, you know, I was actually at the Emmys Sunday night, and then thinking to myself, wow, she makes this amazing speech and does, you know, she wins an Emmy, record-breaking, and I'm going to act with her in, like, you know, less than 12 hours. You know, it's kind of amazing.
Now, when we left off, big cliffhanger, Rebecca was murdered, and it looks like Annalise may have played a role in that. What can you let us in on?
Rebecca's been murdered?
What?
She's dead?
Oh, no.
No.
We can tell you that we find out the first episode back who killed Rebecca. If that's any incentive to watch, I think it is. But then, you know, we pick up right where we left off, and the stakes are high, and there's a lot of twists and turns, and it's absolutely bananas. It's crazy.
Asher's still, you know,
Asher's still
humping and you know, dancing around.
Right. Yeah.
And still in the dark. Is anyone going to die this season?
I mean, the show's called How to Get Away with Murder, so.
Yeah. The Vegas odds are high that yes.
There'll be at least one death. Maybe even just like a random death of someone unrelated. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right.
All right, you guys, thank you so much. How to Get Away with Murder. Season 2 premieres tonight at 9 o'clock right here on KSAT 12. Coming up, there's food, there's fun, and of course, there's shopping. We'll show you all the cool things you'll find at the Barbecue Marketplace this weekend.
Turn down for who, girl? Another round to help us step the moves up. Yeah, but that round need a measurement ruler. Celebrate life and I'll pay for it. Like a body nice next to my Tom Ford. Yeah, party all right, let's all aboard. Let's all aboard, all aboard. I don't like it, I love it. And the other girls, they can't touch it. Competition, that's a whole nother subject. I wanna walk it out in public. You a star, baby, just know. Let's go to the mansion or the condo. That's cool, perfect time, gotta let it flow. You know I'm watching it. I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts.
People talk about deals on their auto insurance. Wouldn't a deal involve two parties discussing something? A little give, a little take? Because last time you checked, your rate was just whatever they say it is. Why not give you some say in the matter? Or even better, let your driving do the talking.
Liberty Mutual Right Track finally puts you in control of your rates. All you have to do is connect, drive, and save. In fact, safe driving could save you up to 30%, with 5% off just for signing up for Right Track. And the discount is good for the life of your policy. To get started, visit a local office or call Liberty Mutual today at 1-888-588-3356. Take control of your rates. Visit a local office or call 1-888-588-3356 to learn more. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
We are the Rodriguez family, and this used to be us.
Then my wife and I both got weight loss procedures from True Results. We love spending time together and being an active family. We are teaching our kids how to live healthy and happy lives. We love our True Results.
Yes, we do. True Results offers gastric sleeve and lap band. And if you qualify for our True Affordability Program, you could get a weight loss procedure for as low as $2,500. Call 888-993-TRUE or visit TrueResults.com. Yeah!
Howdy folks, Dean Travis here. Your pets are part of the family, so why not give them the very best? When you shop at PetSmart, not only are you buying local, but you're buying direct from my factory. This month, buy 2 bags and get 1 free on Activa Premium Dog Foods. Choose from grain-free or no-corn formulas, or choose from lamb, chicken, or meat-based formulas. Chelated minerals, prebiotics, and much more make Activa the leading dog food made fresh. Shop direct, save money, and park at the PetSmart front door.
Does your child have ADHD? If so, he or she could be eligible to participate in a medical research study of an investigational medication for children with ADHD. Doctors at Roadrunner Research are evaluating this investigational ADHD medication in children who are 6 to 12 years old. If you want to learn more, please call Roadrunner Research at 210-949-0505. Qualified participants will receive study medication at no cost. Call 210-949-0505.
It's the before and after sale event of the year. Save big on a beautiful 4-season sunroom. Does your patio, porch, or deck look like this? Turn it into an exercise room, home gym, a game room for kids and grandkids, a beautiful room for plants or pets, mosquito-free living day or night. Hurry, our once-a-year before and after sale event is a limited time offer. See us online at sunroomsforyou.com or call us today for a free in-home survey. We'll make you feel right at home.
Fancy talk. There's a roach on the toe of my high heel shoe. That is Reba getting fancy at the big barbecue cook-off and marketplace this weekend. And Ashley Walpole is here with us. She's with the Double Back Ranch.
Yes, sir. That's
you like,
right.
You just said you love Reba.
I do. I like me some Reba.
Well,
that's
and
for
when
sure.
Reba was at the rodeo last year with those concerts
Yes,
and stuff,
sir.
she
Yep.
always puts on a great show.
She does.
She always puts on nice clothes. She
Yep.
always gets all gussied up,
Yep.
and you got to know what to wear. I think
Absolutely.
that's the biggest question women have is, what do I wear to this event? And if you're going to the
Yep.
barbecue cook-off, what do you got? What do you think?
Well, I think we can help out some of the women in that area because we've got a nice spread right here, and this is just a little bit of what we're going to be showcasing at our big booth at the cook-off this weekend.
All right, so it's not really fall, but it's technically fall, but the weather hadn't changed.
Right, here in South Texas, that gets kind of, iffy. We try to dress real warm, but then we also want to stay kind of cool as well, hence the shorts
Give
that
them
we
Daisy
brought.
Dukes.
Yep, there we go, yep, and that could probably pair really well with our Go Sit on a Cactus tee that we have right
Yeah,
here.
look at that, go sit on a cat. Yeah,
Yep,
now you're
that's
doing,
one of our most popular tees right now.
for those people who don't have a phone, you can tweet them the message.
Absolutely,
on
there
your
you go.
t-shirt.
There you go,
That's it.
yep.
Now this is interesting because
Yeah.
this is a scarf, but fringe is in from what you
Fringe
said.
is in, yes, and it is here to stay, I believe. So this is actually one of our fringed infinity scarves. And so, do you want me to show you how to do that?
Well, you said infinity, and I'm thinking, well, it
never ends.
It doesn't end.
It never ends.
So what do you loop it?
So, yep, we're going to go ahead and put this right around here real quick. And then we're going to loop it back around.
You're gonna choke me, aren't you? This is
There we go.
yeah. This is a great
And
way
you
to
just
stay
gotta
warm.
spiff it up a little bit, like that.
Yeah, go
So
sit on a
it's-
cactus.
There you go. Yep.
That's how it works. How do you get this off?
You want it off?
I got to be honest with you. It's very warm in here. Go ahead and tell us. Go ahead. Listen, Ashley, I'm not really helping you sell the scarf, but it is.
It looks pretty on you.
It's really nice.
Yeah,
it is. And I feel like I'm in style now. But let's talk about this purse.
Yes. This purse is actually one of our most popular purses. Actually, you know, it's a Serape, and it's more of a fall purse. So
probably go well with the scarf.
It goes great with the scarf. There you go. Yeah.
Yes, rodeo it up,
This
son.
is our Lone Star Serape purse, and it's got
Lone
cowhide on the strap right there. Yeah, there you go.
Friend.
You're working it.
No, I'm not. Stop.
Yeah.
Quit it. Stop it. Put the Reba music back on.
There you
Let's
go.
talk about some of this jewelry, because ladies
Yes,
love bling.
absolutely, yes.
Back
So
to Reba. I don't need Reba.
along with
Stop.
fringe, also tassels are in style as well. So we brought a few of our tassel necklaces that we have here, and the longer length seems to be in style as well. So we'll have a lot of those in, and along with, we've got some bling for you ladies as well. So here's one of our 6-shooter necklaces from our Bullet collection
Look at
at
that.
the ranch.
Look at that. Who wouldn't want that? Look
I
at that,
know.
ladies. Look at
Isn't
the back of
that
that.
gorgeous?
They've taken the butt end of a bullet. You know, and if you've got 6 ex-husbands, that's what
There you go.
They're
Yep.
Dunzo
It's
Malunzo.
all on-
And you've bejeweled them.
Yep.
Yeah, those are great. And those are available at your booth as
They
well.
are, yes. These will be at our booth this weekend.
I've never seen that before.
And they're at a great price too, so that's a plus. We try to keep our prices really well at the ranch, so that way it's always affordable to everybody.
And you talk about, obviously, arm bling.
Yes.
Did you show these
Yep.
already? I was busy under my
No,
scarf.
we did not show those.
Okay.
These are our new line of our Bohemian tassel bracelets. So these are really well, and all you do is you just take it off, slip it on right there, and then pull it. And there you go. You got yourself a nice stylish tassel bracelet.
I do know that my 12-year-old loves Bohemian stuff.
Yes.
So fringe and Bohemian and lots of great stuff. Tell me about
Right.
because we have some models here too. Let's
Yes.
go ahead and ask them to come on and join
Okay.
us, because we got
Sounds
tons
good.
of great earrings and stuff too that we want you to see when you go over and ask for
Absolutely.
the double back ranch. Okay, ladies, come join us here. Who is this?
So this is actually Cynthia. She's the owner of the ranch, and she's wearing one of our new shredded arm sleeved Aztec shirts. We actually just got this style in yesterday, so it's really stylish, and it's also really cool. So if you're out at the cook-off this weekend, if it's a little bit hot during the day, here's a little, thing to...
Cynthia likes that. There's ventilation, but you can also show off your tats
Yep, there you go.
in the wintertime. That's how it works.
Yep.
Thank you, Cynthia. You have a great place. Who is this?
This is Kat. This is actually one of our stylists at the ranch from
Hi,
our
Kat.
salon. And she's wearing one of our new burgundy fringed vests. If you want to turn around and kind of show them the vest. So, and like we said, fringe is in, and these vests actually really do it at the ranch. So,
And a cool accessory if you love boots.
yes, here's our new line of boot rugs. So we've got our boot rugs here that Kayla's wearing, and she is rocking it with our new olive vest that we have here, our blazer. And it just is a really cool look. This would be more of an evening look at the barbecue cook-off. So
Very good.
yeah.
San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off and Festival. Come on in, ladies. Thank you for being here today. I'll be shopping this weekend. I need some bling. You can get tickets. Call them at 225-5851 or head to the Southwest box office of the AT&T Center. And, of course, look for the double back ranch. I said double back.
Double back.
Back that thing up. All right, at the Barbecue Marketplace. Thank you, ladies, for being here. There's more SA Live straight ahead when we come back. Y'all smile. Your mama might be watching.
Looking to grow your business? Go to ksat.com. Click on the Be on SA Live button and submit. Quick, simple, and easy with SA Live.
Ugly bathtubs and showers don't need to be replaced. Miracle Method can refinish them to look like new and save you up to 75% over replacement costs. Call Miracle Method for a free estimate and say goodbye to your ugly bathtub and shower. Call today.
We've got a male, 30 to 35, stranded at the bus stop. Medium build, pretty eyes. I'm going to make contact. Hi!
Hey.
Let's get you a vehicle.
Oh, no, I can't afford a car.
Drive Time's new low price cancel anytime lease says yes, you can. I say drive, you say time. Drive! No, I say drive, you say time. Drive! I say drive, you say drive. Stop it.
Save yourself. Everyone drives with a cancel anytime lease. Only at Drive Time. Call, click, or visit.
What would getting rid of stubborn fat in just one day give you?
No matter what I did, it couldn't define my waistline. And that's where Sonobello came in. My confidence is over the top better.
Only Sonobello offers the experience of over 60 board-certified plastic surgeons who specialize in advanced micro-laser body sculpting, a life-changing procedure that removes stubborn fat in as little as one day with minimal downtime.
The way that they can shape my body back to what it was before has been amazing. I forgot I looked like this.
And right now at Sonobello, getting the body you've always wanted is even more affordable. Just call 800-750-7802 or go online to get a free no-obligation consultation and learn about payment plans that can fit almost any budget. And for a limited time, get $250 off your procedure. Get your free no-obligation consultation and $250 off your procedure today. Call 800-750-7802 now.
If you experience regular sinus infections or other sinus-related issues, Texas Sinus Center is here to help. Beyond just treating your symptoms, we use a comprehensive diagnosis system to identify the root causes behind persistent problems like sinus pressure, headaches, allergies, and more. Medications only provide temporary relief, but our modern sinus solutions will keep you healthier and happier for the long run. Stop your sinus pain, sinus pressure, and headaches and sinus infection. Call the experts. Texas Sinus Center now.
This week at iMart Express, $20 gets you a complete pair of glasses. If you have $20, you've got a new pair of glasses at the $20 event. We'll have your glasses ready in about an hour, and every frame comes with a free 1-year breakage warranty. Come in today for a complete pair of glasses for $20 at the iMart Express $20 event. This offer ends soon. Don't wait. Come in today. We now have 7 San Antonio area locations to serve you better. Go to imartexpress.com. And right now, use your insurance and get a second pair free.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly kitchen countertops? Have Miracle Method refinish them in as little as 2 days. You'll love the beautiful new look and the price. Ugly countertops? Call Miracle Method or visit us at miraclemethod.com to schedule a free estimate.
Trained medical professional. Welcome back to SA Live. It is Thursday. We're at the Buckhorn Saloon and Museum, and we would love for you to come visit with us. We're always here hanging out, bragging about San Antonio, making your life a little bit easier. I was just telling the good dentist, Dr. Gerald Crouch, that I was born without wisdom teeth. Does that make me a freak of nature, or am I further evolved?
Or a freak one way or the other, but you probably are further evolved. Whether you're smarter or not, we'll have to see.
Dr. Gerald Crouch is with Advanced Smile Care, and we are talking to the man who has been named one of the finalists for the 2015 Texas Dental Association's Dentist of the Year.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank
you. I do want to say there's an awesome amount of fabulous dentists in San Antonio, Texas.
Well, and you got a great staff, too.
I do have a great staff.
You take care of the patients. And when we talk about taking care of things, sedation dentistry and implants have changed the way that we go to the dentist.
It has. For the high-fear patient that couldn't find a way to go, for the last 30 years, we can do some sedation for them and get them completely comfortable. For the busy person that wants to get a lot done at one time and wants to be comfortable doing it, we can use sedation for them. And implants have just changed the whole way we replace teeth in dentistry.
You have a seminar coming up next week at
Correct.
Advanced Smile Care, and we're going to talk about that with Dr. Crouch here because implants have changed. There are some new innovations, and so people have questions about that. What is that? What is an implant?
Yeah, people have questions. It's very confusing to people. What is an implant? Well, an implant can replace one tooth, or we can replace all your teeth if you're missing all your teeth, or you need all your teeth taken out. Basically, an implant is an artificial tooth root. We can put one tooth on, or we can put a bridge on and have completely fixed teeth. Sometimes it can be done all in a day, and those are some of the confusing things. People say, well, I hear implants can be done all in one time, and we can have all my teeth replaced in one day. Well, that's true in some cases. But it's very confusing about when that is, and everybody can't do that.
So they're not like the stars. They don't come out at night. These are implants. They stay in there.
Implants can be used to support removable teeth, but for the vast majority, they're used to replace fixed teeth. And that's what people can come find out. What is a service with implants that would be a fit for them? Is it a fit for them or someone they know or care about?
Okay, so if you've had dental work done, and I've got veneers and stuff, and I sit here and go, okay, it's probably time to figure out how those are going to stay there forever if I keep flapping my jaws.
Because you have a fabulous dentist.
I need a great dentist and Advanced Smile Care. They're advanced. That's how it works. So tell us about the seminar. When can people sign up for it? It's a monthly thing that you do there.
Yeah, we do it once a month, and this next one is Wednesday at 6:30 at our office, and you can call the office and they'll be glad to sign you up. It is free of charge. We do have appetizers, and we have a presentation about what implants are, but we also have questions, the doctor there and others to answer your questions. And we do give a free 3D scan to see if you're a candidate for implants, and you can come in for a free consultation as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
if you just for showing up at the seminar.
Come by. How many doctors do you have on site there at Advance?
We have 5 doctors on site.
So never at a loss for help.
That's right.
You've got plenty of qualified local people there that can give you answers, and you can get an answer while you're there at the office.
That's correct.
For anything, general cleaning or cosmetics or reconstructive.
Correct. All of that.
In fact, you've got a special project you wanted to mention.
I do want to talk about this project. People know us for being involved with Dentistry from the Heart, which is a charity we do. We've, over the last couple of years, become involved with another organization called RAW. It stands for, let's go this way, stands for Rebuilding America's Warriors. And that's an organization. There are now 350 plus plastic surgeons, general surgeons, dentists that do primarily reconstruction of veterans, people that have been in the service since 2001. They work with the VA, they work with other organizations, Wounded Warriors Project, to bring people in. But most of this is cosmetic type things. They have disfiguring injury, then the health has been restored, but the physical part is not. So the plastic surgeons do that. Obviously, we deal with the dental part of that. There's companies that, like implant companies, for example, that donate their implants. There's dental labs that donate their lab services. So it's completely free to the veteran. And I would just want to bring this out in San Antonio, encourage any veterans, if you need to get information, go rebuildingamericawarriors.org and go to their website, and they'll be glad to get you in touch with the people that will help your particular issue.
We love our veterans, and here in Military City, USA, rebuildingamericaswarriors.org. You can find out more. And for more information on Advanced Smile Care, go to their website at advancedsmilecare.com or 853-5725. Dr. Gerald Crouch.
Thank you, Jeff.
I'm going to come see you, man.
I
appreciate it. Maybe you can fix everything else that's connected up here.
We'll see about that wisdom.
I got none. I'm missing that. Straight ahead on SA Live, we're going to get more of your plugged-in comments. We wanted to know about your biggest fall. That's how I lost my front teeth. I fell into a fence, but I want to be a dentist.
On the go with the KSAT app. Expect to know. Swipe through today's latest stories. Watch newscasts live. And when news breaks, expect an alert on your phone. The KSAT app in partnership with Ansera. Download or update for free today.
Hey, what's up, San Antonio? Mario Lopez here. Please join me Saturday, September 26th for the San Antonio Women's Expo. Martinis, makeovers, shopping. Should be a great time, ladies. Look forward to seeing you there.
At UIW, you will be more than just a student. You'll be a member of the community through our programs in nursing, pharmacy, physical therapy, and optometry. You will become a patient advocate. Students work and learn in healthcare facilities and community health centers throughout San Antonio and across the state. We have many locations, but one goal: to serve others. At UIW, you will know fellowship.
Study hard.
Goodbye, honey.
Miss you, Mom.
Hello, life.
Ooh. What's first?
Cash.
Yeah, cash.
Sell it.
Yes.
Oh, sell it.
What do we buy? Cowboy hat, sports car.
Mama life.
Mom!
Download the 5 Miles app today. The easiest way to
sell what you got.
Buy what you want.
We've scoured the entire region to bring you the most sought-after used cars in the market, and now they're here. iPAC's Used Car Power Buys. We'll buy your car too, even if you don't buy one of ours. Shop hundreds of vehicles, 0 down delivers. Payments as low as $99 a month. Pick your Power Buy now before they sell out at iPacAuto.com. Credit concerns? Visit iPacAuto.com and get pre-approved in seconds. No matter what used car you're shopping for, iPac has it, and we sell it for less.
At Brident, patients are coming in for 2 new incredible offers. No money down on braces and a free exam and x-rays. But these offers won't last long, so hurry in. And as always, we also offer 0% interest payment plans. Don't wait any longer. Act now. No money down on braces and a free exam and x-rays. Call Brident at 877-SMILE-70 and take advantage of these great offers.
Free tickets to San Antonio's Women's Expo, September 26th and 27th. Free massages, makeovers, haircuts, plus great shopping and 400 booths. Meet Mario Lopez, Nancy Grace, Melissa Gilbert, and Christina Saraleghi. Free tickets at womensexposa.com/VIP.
Next Fab Life. Foolproof DIY tips. I'm going to help you fix your fails. And how to turn this
your shirt
into this.
Watch this.
That's so cute.
Look at that.
Today at 3 on KSAT 12.
All right, earlier in Plugged In, we asked you, how have you fallen? Maria says, I was at my son's school. I tripped and fell in the parking lot. I think my pride was hurt more than I was.
That is the worst feeling ever, and you look around and see somebody else spotted you. Kim says, I fell off the roof, changing our Christmas lights, and broke my foot in 4 places. Merry Christmas.
Yo! Nichelle says, when I was 21 working at SeaWorld as a costume character, I was dressed as Baby Shamu in the middle of an outdoor show when I stepped off the edge of the stage. It's like what you did.
See, I know these stories. This is great. I love this. Mary Ann says, my biggest and by far worst fall was missing the step and falling down a moving escalator. Well, you got there a little faster.
Nikki says, when I was working at Burger King a few years ago, I fell in the drive-through window area on the slick floor and had a partial tear that required surgery on my ACL.
You know, when anything starts with the phrase, when I was working at Burger King,
it's like, you know,
it's a good story.
When I was in Vegas,
when I was dressed as Baby Shamu at SeaWorld.
And I was on the edge of the stage.
Those stories are great. Thank you for sharing with us. We feel like we can share stories with you. Here's one guy that found something under his porch he didn't suspect.
Look at that bear. Is he dangling the camera? I hope so.
He's dangling his life. Don't look under the porch.